We at Madak are excited to launch the Collegiate Rugby Alumni Jumpstart grant program with the U.S. Rugby Foundation. So, what this grant program is going to provide is a strategic plan, consulting, ideas, best practices for the selected recipients that apply to this grant program. And so in this video, I want to break down a little bit more about what the application process looks like, what the recipient will receive, and the expected outcomes once you go through this program. So first off, the grant program or the grant application is open. It's open through October 31st, and it's accepted on usrugbyfoundation.org. And that's where you can find it, and I'll put a link in the description. And so who qualifies? Qualifies are men's and women's rugby programs that are collegiate, university, any division, any league, all qualified, ready to go. Looking for organizations that already have a 501c3 set up or are actively currently setting it up right now. So that's one criteria. Second criteria is just an engaged rugby program, a already existing board, a volunteer base. Really want to work with programs that are already trying a bunch of stuff and are looking for some guidance and some help on how to go to the next level. A third criteria would be a committed board or the ability to pull together a committed board. Because what we are working with, we're working with the alumni associations, not directly with the programs, not the coaches, not the players, but the alumni association and the people that are responsible for providing some energy and some impact to the program. The fourth and final, and is really the potential or invested donors that are looking to implement all the strategies and the best practices that we're going to put together and provide to the Alumni Association. Those are the criteria that's going to make the best fit for this program. And so let's talk a little bit about what you will receive. So the application is open through August 31st. In September, the committee is going to get together. They're going to pick 5 recipients. And once the recipients are chosen, we are going to announce those recipients. And here's what they're going to receive. So first off, they're going to go through a pretty deep questionnaire where they're going to tell us all of the things that they're working on now, what's working, what's not working, the reality of the status of the Alumni Association today, including the rugby program and so forth. Once they go through the whole questionnaire, my team will download all that information, start to implement that into our strategic planning document that we're going to work on. And we are going to do our first assessment based on the questionnaire, and then we're going to schedule the first strategy kickoff meeting in the strategic planning document, and we're going to really dig deep into what we think will move the needle for your alumni association. And the next step would be a deeper strategy action plan where we've taken the questionnaire, we've had our initial kickoff. Now we're going to go much deeper. We're going to put together some recommendations on how you can action all of these things and how you can put them into place with your existing team, with your board, with your volunteers, with your executive director, however it's skinned out. Those are the things that we're going to give you. That's going to happen in 1 month after the first meeting. And the last 2 months later, we're going to do a follow-up, a check-in, see where you're at, fine-tune any additional strategies, and see if there's any next steps with Madak. We would be available to help any organization that would be interested in engaging with Madak on beyond the grant program. And so really we want to give the plan, we want to give the ideas, but ultimately we are available to come on board, help the collegiate rugby program, the Alumni Association, and really get after some of the things that we talk about. The last thing that I want to talk about is really the impact, the potential impact that could happen over the next 2 to 5 years if the Alumni Association puts together an action plan, puts in the effort to complete all of the things. So the first one is expanded alumni involvement. So as we put together all of this marketing effort, all the communication, the board efforts, the annual events, all that is going to really expand your alumni involvement. The ones that you currently have access to, and then you're going to reach that next layer of people that are going to come in and really see all the action and the energy that's coming around the Alumni Association and want to get involved. So there are a lot of people that want to help. You just have to reach out and ask them for help and tell them why they should be helping. So getting more alumni involved is definitely going to be a buy factor. Second is going to be increase of fundraising. I mean, one of our main strategies and one of our pillars is that we are going to drive into not only a recurring revenue model, but a large donor revenue model, endowments, sponsorship. There's a lot of financial and fundraising strategies that we can provide that are going to help the Alumni Association move to the next step. You're also going to increase the program visibility. So by increasing website activity, increasing email marketing, all of these are going to reach the database of alumni and they're going to get them more involved of what the program is working on today and where they're going, the accomplishments that they've had. The next is going to be increasing the impact on recruitment. So the marketing and the effort and the organization that we're going to do, that's going to help your director of rugby or your head coach increase recruitment efforts and really get out in front of whether it's high school athletes, transfer athletes, brand new on-campus athletes. That recruitment effort is going to increase based on the work that we've seen. There's another one, which is more of that relationship with the institution. What does the relationship look like with the university or the college today and the rugby club? How can we improve that? What are areas of collaboration that we can do? And really, how can we help your alumni association increase that and so forth? And the last one is really just like the strengthened legacy of the program. There are so many programs with decades and decades of history, and we want to help preserve that, archive that, communicate about that, and really set up not only the board, but the ongoing decades of generations of rugby that's going to come in front of us, honor the past, really maximize the current, and then set us up for the future. These are some of the things that we've seen in the few case studies that we've done and how we feel like we can really impact your alumni association through this grant program, through best practices. And we really look forward to having applicants come in. The 5 programs are going to get chosen for the grant program. Really excited to dig in and see how big of an impact that we can make and see if we can find the right fit to work together more in the future. Thanks so much. Appreciate this breakdown of the Madak Collegiate Alumni Jumpstart Grant Program in partnership with US Rugby Foundation.